Wesley Ice. He's all the way from Texas. He's got a borrowed power head on here from Marty Logan's House of Color Motorsports team. He's going to run in modified production out here with the faster boats this weekend, and he's looking to put a mark in the win column for the House of Color Motorsports team here in Jasper, Tennessee.
Well, we pick up the action now in round C. There were so many boats, 31 in all, that they were divided up into two groups, into groups A and B, and the winners advancing here to the C group. Dr. Walter Wolf, he's in lane number 1. He's up against Wayne Parker, who's in lane number 2. Wolf's been tough to beat. In fact, he's the points leader in this modified production class, and they take the green light and they're off and running. And Wolf with that Allison, he's got that powered down as opposed to the triad of Parker. And at the line, it's going to be Dr. Walter Wolf with the Mercury Power, who's victorious. Ryan Bagalea and Jerry Pettifer set to hook up in this one. Bagalea, he's in lane number 1. Pettifer, part of the Jerry's Marine group out here. He's in lane number 2. Boats in the staging area, and they take a green light start. Bagalea from Grand Haven, Michigan. He's running an STV hull. He loves to fly it off the start. Pettifer charging hard. He's to the inside aboard his triad, and Jerry Pettifer at the line. He'll nip Ryan Bagalea and take home the victory. Lynn Griffith Jr. and Colin Hall in there now. Griffith, he's in lane number 1. Hall's in lane number 2. A pair of triads set to hook up in this one. Hall from Powell, Tennessee. Griffith from Huntington, Texas. Both with Mercury Power, both off and running here. So which triad will be quicker? And it's going to be Lynn Griffith Jr., top of your screen. He'll advance on as he picks up the victory. So this one should be a great heat. Jerry Pettifer back in there. He's in lane number 1. Dr. Walter Wolf with a victory. He's in lane number 2. So you've got the triad of Pettifer against the Allison of Walter Wolf. And Jerry Pettifer said he needs to pick up the pace if he wants to beat Dr. Walter Wolf.
I like racing Walter Wolf. He's a lot of fun. I just need to outrun him more often. He wins too often. We're so close, it's unbelievable.
Well, Pettifer has been a tad slower all season long, as he referred to. We'll see how this one plays out here. Both coming to the line. Pettifer in lane 1, Wolf in lane 2. A good start for both. The Allison Mercury of Wolf is side by side with the Triad Mercury of Pettifer. This one's going to come down to the finish line. It's going to be tough to call, but at the line, Walter Wolf, by about a third of boat length, he's victorious. Lynn Griffith Jr. and Glenn Reynolds set to hook up in this heat here. Griffith in lane 1, once again from Huntington, Texas, aboard his Triad Mercury. Reynolds in lane number 2. He's from Kingston, Tennessee, aboard an Allison, and they take the green light, and they're off and running. And it looks like Lynn Griffith Jr. has got a slight lead on Glenn Reynolds and is now pulling on him. So at the finish line, Lynn Griffith Jr. will indeed hold off the hard-charging Glenn Reynolds. So Griffith back in there to face off against the good doctor. That's Walter Wolf. Griffith aboard his Triad. He's in lane number 1. Wolf in lane 2. Once again, a green light start out on the race course. Who's going to be quicker here in the liquid quarter mile? You've got the Triad to the outside of Griffith Jr., but the Allison of Wolf tough at the finish, and Walter Wolf, he'll win it going away. So the losers bracket final pits Jerry Pettifer, the Blue Marble Triad. He's from Jerry's Marine up against Lynn Griffith, also a Triad, both with Mercury Power. And the winner will take on Walter Wolf in the final. Winner take all. It's a good start, both out of the box. Griffith to the outside, Pettifer to the inside. And this one, again, this one's going to be close. And at the finish line, Lynn Griffith Jr., he'll advance on to the final. So here it is for a world championship. Lynn Griffith Jr., he's in lane number 1. Dr. Walter Wolf in lane number 2. Griffith needs a win here to force a one-race showdown, as he has one loss. Walter Wolf without a loss, so it's come down to these two at a 31 boats in the modified production class. And Dr. Walter Wolf off to the inside. This one's a great heat. His Allison with Mercury Power trying to hold off Lynn Griffith Jr. And at the finish line, Walter Wolf, he's the world champion. Here's the modified production scorecard. It was Dr. Walter Wolf who captures not only the world championship, but the high points title as well in the modified production class, as Griffith, Pettifer, Tripp, and Reynolds round out the top 5.
There were 31 boats in this class in modified production. We ran an A and a B division. I won the A and then had to go back and won the C division, which was the runoff. And I just finally pulled that off.
And when we come back to Jasper, Tennessee in the ODBA World Championships, the top guns will be on the water, the Unlimiteds led by Marty Logan. So stay tuned for plenty more excitement right here on Speed Vision. The answer to lackluster outboard engine performance is Blue Marble Oil. Blue Marble Oil provides more power and torque than competing brands and delivers up to 20% better fuel economy with less carbon buildup and residue. The secret, Blue Marble oil contains phosphomid, a patented approach to lubrication and combustion, which produces a performance-enhancing outboard oil that is environmentally friendly. Blue Marble oil enhancing performance and protecting the environment in the new millennium.
Losing your hair? It's a thing in my family. Suddenly I'm 30. I'm seeing hair here, hair there. I'm bumming. What did I expect? Thanks, Dad. So a year ago, I broke with tradition. Started using Rogaine.
Rogaine. It's the only one clinically proven to work directly on the scalp to help stop hair loss.
Look, nothing here, nothing here. It's all here. Rogaine broke the family curse.
Rogaine. Stronger than heredity.
Before you hit the water, check out the hottest accessory of the year, watercraftnews.com. It's brought to you by the editors of PWC Magazine and Watercraft World, and it's loaded with all the latest news and information from the world of watercraft. You'll find the latest breaking news, new product reviews, racing updates, travel ideas, as well as feature articles. So, before you hit the water, log on to watercraftnews.com.
Welcome back to Jasper, Tennessee for the ODBA World Championships. It's now time for the big guns in the ODBA. And for more on the Unlimiteds, let's send it down once again to David Berry, who's standing by.
Ian, this weekend in Unlimited Outboard, racer Larry Smith out of Eustis, Florida, is going the bigger is better route. He's using a 3-liter Mercury V6 built by Gene Trickle from G-Force Technologies. He's using technology also from Bricado Machine and Tool, the custom-built SVS system, and a custom-built midsection from Mad EFI over in Selma, Alabama.
Well, thanks once again, David. And here's the unlimited specs as the boats get in line. Any type of hull, any type of outboard motor as we go on board with Marty Logan of Riding on Rails, the House of Color entry. He's in lane number 2. He's set to face off against Bobby Warren, who's top of your screen, but these unlimited boats allow for turbo, superchargers, nitrous, virtually everything allowed, and you can see Marty Logan quick on the throttles and his Riding on Rails entry, quick down the liquid quarter mile, and the Nitro Fish entry in its first race is going to be victorious as he hands Bobby Warren a defeat. So Marty Logan going for his 4th win of the season in good position here in this one from Jasper, Tennessee. On the track, he's one of the toughest competitors, but on the sidelines, he's a big part of what's going on in the Outboard Drag Boat Association. And for the inside scoop on Galen Burden, here's the APBA Competition Offshore Racer Profile, presented by Mercury Racing, where the race never stops. For Galen Burden of the Smack Dab Racing Team, work and racing go hand in hand.
I like the speed, I like the sensation, I like to be set back in the seat by the power. And I just like the competition, I like to go fast.
And Galen says running the liquid quarter mile in a small, powerful boat is like nothing else in this world.
It's really a rush because the guy in the next lane, he's wanting to outrun you just as bad as you're wanting to outrun him. There's a lot of good people out here, and we're good friends on the bank, but when we pull the helmets on, I don't know who you are.
And for Burden, it's the camaraderie of the sport that makes it so special.
Oh, the most fun about boat racing, especially with the ODBA, is the other racers, the people that you meet. It comes to a point where just about all your friends and everybody that you hang out with are racers. It's pretty much an all-consuming thing. The people are good, the competition is good, and that's what attracted me to it, and that's what's keeping me doing it year after year.
And for this Texan, it's his competitive spirit that makes racing so much fun.
What makes me want to come back every weekend is just the desire to win. It's the desire to get out there and show that you can drive with them, that you've built your own motors and you've prepared your stuff, and you set your boat up correctly, and it's just the desire to win. That's what makes it all worthwhile.
And from that racer profile with Galen Burden, we come back to unlimited action. Burden in lane 1, Logan in lane 2 as we're on board. And you can see some of the great camaraderie here. Logan actually giving the thumbs up sign to Burden. And they take a green light. You can see Logan kind of fish off to the right side. Back on board, Marty Logan actually taking a peek at the competition. And he's flying down the straightaway. Galen Burden nowhere to be seen. So Marty Logan victorious once again. We move to the losers bracket now. Royale in there. He's from Bel Air, Texas, lane number 1. Bobby Warren back in there. He's in lane 2. A triad versus Allison. And Warren kind of stumbles out of the start. And Yale will take advantage. But Warren now coming up hard to the inside. So side by side unlimited action. And Bobby Warren stepping up with his Pro Fuel motor. He records a big upset. So Warren on the heels of a big upset looking for his second. He's a first-time unlimited driver. Galen Burden, he's in lane number 1. That blue Allison looking to advance. Both these Allisons, both with Mercury power, flying down the straightaway here from Jasper, Tennessee. And how about that? Bobby Warren, another upset as he sends Galen Burden back home with his second loss. This will be an interesting matchup. Warren right back in there set to face Chap Waters, who's running a Formula One tunnel hole. And here's what Chap Waters had to say about making his ODBA debut here this afternoon.
Well, it was really great. I have Chuck Goodman to thank for the nitrot system that he sold me, and also Rick Cozen that put the boat together. We run this boat up around Chicago, Blarney's Island, which is a real rough water situation, different than this, and we did the Open Championship up there. So we thought we would come down here and try it. We didn't have exactly the right setup, but I think next year we're going to give it a go and try again.
So Warren in lane 1, Waters in lane 2, both out of the box in a hurry in this one. Warren's boat again banks to the left side. We'll see if the Formula One tunnel boat of Waters can keep up. And now he's slowing down as Bobby Warren will say thank you very much, and he'll march into the unlimited final. So here's the guy to beat, Marty Logan, as we go on board. This time he's got the visor down, so he means business as he gets in line for the start. Bobby Warren to his outside. He's in lane number 1. Can Warren do the impossible and record a big upset here on board once again with Logan as he takes the start and he mashes the throttle down. Nitrous kicking in. On board once again, Marty Logan flying down the straightaway well more than 130 miles per hour, and he's going to cross the finish line first. So how about that? Marty Logan records the unlimited victory, and you can see how ecstatic his team is. That's Vic Peters along with his wife. Hugs for the entire team, and there's the checkered flag. Marty Logan displaying it proudly for all the fans in attendance here in Jasper, Tennessee. So here's a look at the top finishers in the unlimited class. The win gives Marty Logan his first ever ODBA and APBA High Points championships to go along with a world championship and a national title.
This is the best feeling in the world. We've worked for years to do this, and finally we worked hard this year, got a lot of help, had a lot of sponsors, House Color Motorsports, Mercury Racing, Blue Marble Oil, Marine Dynamics, Jerry's Marine, got the best crew chief in the world, Vic Peters. He's truly the Austin Cole of the Unlimited Outboards. My beautiful wife, Debbie, supported me all season. Lots of friends and a great pit crew.